Welcome again. Welcome, my lovely viewers, wherever you are viewing me from. This is another day again, another Tuesday that we have been blessed to be together again. And this is Tuesday Class Job Market episode number 15. Now, in this episode, I got the content from one of the questions that was in my YouTube account. Wanted to know the main differences between these things. I don't know, qualities or characters they ask in the CVs, They ask about the skills, the competencies, the strength, the weaknesses, and the motivations. Now, at the interview level, he was asked, what motivates you? Now, given that there's an episode we talked about and I cautioned us against talking too much, especially concerning the salary. When they ask you questions about salary, you must be very wise when you are answering such a question. So he was like, damn, what am I supposed to answer? If I talk that I'm being motivated by the money I'm getting, they will look at me like a money maniac, somebody who is just here to get money. So he was resistant to that question, and he was given a pass. He was like, okay, come next time prepared about such kind of things. So he was like, let's discuss about this thing. What are the differences and how are we supposed to check on them? Anyway, today I'll divide them into different episodes so that we go slowly, step by step, and then also reduce the time of the content so that we get them clearly. So skills, the competencies, the strength, and the weaknesses plus motivations, I'll divide them into different episodes so that we get them one by one. So if this is episode 14, 15 will bring another one, 16 will bring another one. So please just make sure that you be in touch with the channel so that you don't miss any. But these are very important factors. Even though we can write them in the CV, I'm telling you, you can flower your CV, you can print, you can golden your CV. But when it comes to physical interview, face-to-face interview, it's not an easy task. And most people fail. It determines whether you are going to be absorbed or not, or whether you are going to stand by or not. And face-to-face interview can be something that is a series, one after the other. We have pre-interview, we have the interview, we have post-interview, and all that. They can call because you get that a company has a vacancy of 2, but applicants are 10 or 20, and all of them are the best. So they are only looking for the simplest thing that can make you stand out of many. So welcome again. If you are watching me for the first time, thank you for getting your time to watch me. Those who have subscribed, please, thank you so much. I get a lot of motivations from you, and may God bless you. That's the simplest, best support you can give me. Please subscribe, watch, view, and like. Press that subscription button. Please, when you support me, the channel is growing, and I'm getting urged to make sure that we move with as many souls as possible. So welcome again, and let's go one-on-one to today's tutor. Today we are going to talk about the competencies. Competencies. What are examples of competencies? I have almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, around 10 competencies that you can talk about, when you are asked. Maybe somebody just meet you abruptly, or maybe bringing up, we call them probing questions. A probing question is a question that is a discursive kind of, it needs you to discuss, it needs you to share out your opinion. It's an open-ended question. That's a probing question. So when they ask about the competency, they give you a probing question. This probing question, you have to handle it with the wisdom, because some of us we murmur, some of us we stammer, some of us we think a lot, and even when we say them, they are not taken seriously because how they are coming out of us. So that's why we say, before you go for interview, make sure you do a lot of reading, you do a lot of research, you do a lot of questions, and then be composed, be courageous, and again, not over courageous. If you become over courageous, again, is bad. Low courageous is like low self-esteem, will also kill you. So just make sure that you compose yourself and you do a lot of research. You have at least 5, 6 competencies in case you are asked. Now, let's go one by one. Competency number 1 that you can talk about during the interview. Talk about energy. Remember, when we're talking about the, what was it? The personal statement, you remember the personal statement. We are talking about the personal statement. Personal statement contains, I told you about the three things, the knowledge, the ability, and the skills. Under the skills or under the ability, you can crown it or maybe stroke it with the experiences. Experiences like a testimonial of what you have done, a practical example of how you solve a solution. So energy, when you tell somebody that one of my competency is that I am energetic, this one brings a full force of you. This is the energy we need at this work, because work is full of pressure, work is so demanding. Sometimes you need to go extra time. If you're not energetic enough, please know that your chances of being absorbed is very low. So one of competency you can tell the interviewers is that you are energetic. Competency number 2, adaptability. Remember, you are moving from one environment to a new environment. How will you show them that you will be able to catch up? You are adaptable, meaning that you easily get along with whatever comes your way. You are coming to new colleagues, you are coming to a new company with a new system and maybe culture. You will have to adapt to it for you to flow with the system for the performance. Competency number 3, easy understanding. Remember, in your CV, one of the quality was you love reading, research, and all that. You are adaptable. Adaptability comes with the understanding, meaning that it will not waste time. You're not a time waster. Within 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you will be capable to cope up with the system and catch up with the system and be in the line of production and be the performer as per. And competency number 3, you cooperation. You talked about the teamwork, because maybe they ask you, are you ready to work as a team or all that? One of your strengths was that you are a team player, but to some extent, when necessary, you can also go lone ranging, because remember, we normally say when you want to walk far, walk with the people. When you want to walk fast, walk alone. So some duties needs fast, some duties need cooperation. Are you able to cooperate, or you are a person who will be always against every colleague, somebody who is always against every manager, any supervisor? Will you such a person? Be cooperation. That is one of the competencies. Another competency you can talk about is about leadership. So long as you are a staff, you are a leader. Even if you are not a supervisor, you are a leader. Those components you are using, you are leading them. Wherever you go, how you handle your colleagues should be leadership skills, should be on you, because we are looking at you in the next coming 10 years, 5 years. Where will you be? We expect you to be a leader of a certain branch, a leader of a certain team, and all that. Another competency is about entrepreneurship. All businesses, all companies, it's all about entrepreneurship. So if you don't have business mind, if you don't have the marketing and selling mind, if you don't have customer service mind, I'm telling you are as well as done. That duty, you won't get it. So convince your interviewers that you have that entrepreneurial mind that will be able to work in the customer service area, to be able to work in the leadership area, to be able in the market sector and all that, because we are looking at the profit. Then talk about another competency, interdependent learning and development. This is one competence that you should not forget. Whenever they ask you a question that where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, they want to see, are you such a person who is just coming here to buy time but will remain at the same position for over 10 years, for over 20 years, just chit-chatting, talking against people, talking how the company is bad, yet you are there? No, we are looking for a fully developed staff. Remember, I talked to you about full development. The best thing we should be struggling for is about development, not training. Training is a subject of one article, but development is a whole of you. We talk about the attitude, we talk about the performance, we talk about academic relationship, we talk about a social relationship, we talk about the leadership skills, we talk about the entrepreneurial skills, we talk about the branch management and all that. So when somebody says that we are looking for a developed person, I'm telling you, they're looking about communication skill, your social platform usage, they're looking about your economical skill, they're looking about your leadership skill, your parental skill if that's necessary, because they will ask you, some job needs people who are married, some jobs specifically they talk about bachelorhood. So they want to know, are you developed in such an area, so that we will entrust you with some delicacies. Because remember, some jobs involve very delicate things that will only be trusted unto people who are responsible according to the line of requirement. So where are you developed? Are you such a person that will be reading, doing more research so that you come up with the new, creative, innovative ways to improve our services? Are you such a person that have better skills, will be doing research in modern way, local way to make sure that you come out with the best fitting result? That's what we are looking about. So when you tell somebody that one of your competency is reading, doing research and development, we are seeing a bright future in you, and that is exactly what your interviewers want. Last competency that you can talk about is about courageous and perseverance. You talked about energetic, you talked about development, you talked about leadership, you talked about entrepreneur. All these things, they need perseverance. There's nothing that comes in a silver platter. There's nothing that comes free of charge. We talk about the cliches like somebody was born with a silver spoon in the mouth. It doesn't work like that. Each and everything, even the manager, they have to write some things, they have to sign some things. Energy has to be applied, and we have to wait for the result. It's not something that you do within a snap of the finger. The result is there. No, we have to be patient enough. Some of the things that we do might take maybe examples and practicals over and over again, 10 times, 20 times, but never give up. Persevere the situation, persevere the pressure until you achieve what you want. If you tell the interviewers, you convince them giving examples of how you persevere the situation in your former station, and you manage it, by the end of the day, you are rewarded out of the best performance because of your perseverance. I'm telling you, you will be ringing for the top 3 leadership, and you will not be in going to the next panel of interview. So this is also a very good competency that you can talk about. Then lastly, we talk about situational aware. Now I can't remember her name, but I think it was a Ugandan or something like that. That name, this is Zimbabwean. Yeah? I got a question asking, Mark, what do you mean by situational aware? Now, in layman language, how can I put it? When somebody tells you, or when you say that you are situational aware, it's like, let's take an example of this. You go to an hospital to visit a sick person. When you go to visit a sick person, I am very sure that you have done research and you know what this person is suffering from. Maybe HIV, or maybe diabetic, or maybe heart disease or something like that. So that when you go to the hospital, this person is tired, this person needs morale, this person needs motivation. So if you go there, you don't again start asking him, my friend, what are you suffering from? When did you start being sick? How much drugs are you using? I don't know, how much are you paying? How long have you been in hospital? No. You are not going for questionnaire that person. We believe that you are going there just to motivate him, or sit by his side to motivate him, to make sure that at least he has that cool environment, or laughter, smile a little bit. You are not going there to disturb him with psychological torture of questions. Now, it means that you have known what he's suffering from, you have known how long he has been there, you have known maybe some of the dialysis they have done, or diagnosis they have done, you have known the screening that have done, the result, everything from the doctor you have known. So going there, you are situationally aware of what is going on. I hope you are getting me. So meaning that you are not going there to know things. Already you know. You are just going for a visit to give a company. So the same example is when you go for the interview. I told you, never go for an interview if you have not done research. Please. If possible, then go there earlier, even 1 hour, 2 hours before, do little research, form friendship, and ask the colleague that are there 1, 2, 3 about the company and all that, so that when you reach to the interview panel, you don't look green. It's always good to do prior research about whatever you're going to do. So when you tell the interviewers that I am situationally aware or commercially aware, some people use the term commercially aware. Commercially aware means that already you know the situation of the company, you know what the company is struggling for, you know the reason as to why this vacancy existed, and therefore you are coming to bring solution. Are you getting me? You are coming to bring solution to this company. You are not coming as a burden. It's because we have a burden. We want to economize. We want to form solution. We want somebody to get solution for us. So when you come and start asking us again about things that we are looking for, we will just cross you out. So situationally aware means that you are going somewhere already knowing their status, already knowing what they need, so that when you go there, you are going there as a solution. So all the candidates for the interview, you must present yourself as a solution. And that's why, again, in another episode, if you have been watching, I talked about when somebody ask you, talk about yourself. Yourself means about the abilities, experiences. These experiences give example. The example you are going to give will tell them your ability to handle their own situation too. So they are looking for a solution. They are not looking for, in fact, they are not looking for a burden. And that's why then we don't talk about pay. We are looking for a solution. So you present yourself as a solution. So those are some of the examples of competencies you can give, and many other. You can do a lot of research. We have a lot of competencies that you can talk about, but those 10 ones, I think they are enough, because even at the panel, you won't mention all of them. Just pick the 5 good ones you know in you, and some of them are naturally inside you. Some of them you can introduce them wisely in the right way. Otherwise, thank you so much. Next time we'll be looking about strength, examples of words, terminologies you can use to convince the panel that you have the strengths. What are the strengths we are likely to line in our CV or line during our interview? So thank you so much for watching episode 15, and next time, please, let's meet again on a Tuesday for next episode, a wonderful episode. And please, thank you so much for subscription. May God bless you. Share if the tutorial is so beneficial. If there is something to be corrected, to be synthesized, please, I welcome each and every comment. It makes me know that at least I am changing lives somewhere. And may God bless you. May God bless us. Until next time. Bye.